TomoNews presents electric vehicles.
Israeli company wants to build electric roads that can charge buses and cars. Imagine if you could charge your electric car or bus simply by driving. That is the vision of Israeli company Electrode. Electrode has designed a system that charges electric vehicles by embedding energy transfer coils in the road. As a vehicle such as a bus travels over the coils, its battery is charged wirelessly. Electrode claims it can lay 2 kilometers of energy transfer coils in a day. Road is dug up by one machine. The coils are laid. Then another machine buries the coils under bitumen. Roadside equipment helps to monitor electricity usage. Electrode hopes to begin testing the system with a public bus in Tel Aviv.
Time to go electric. Britain will ban all sales of new petrol and diesel cars from 2040 in order to reduce air pollution, a move that could potentially revolutionize the automobile industry. UK authorities say diesel emissions have been poorly controlled, and diesel vehicles contribute an overwhelming amount of nitrogen dioxide to outdoor air pollution, which is reportedly linked to about 40,000 premature deaths in the country annually. In order to tackle air pollution, the UK government will ban all sales of new petrol and diesel cars by 2040. Hybrid vehicles will not be included in the ban. Electric cars currently only account for less than 5% of new car registrations in the UK, while the majority of the sales are still of cars run on petrol and diesel. There are more than 4,500 locations with public charging points installed in the UK, but industry experts warn more infrastructure would be needed to cope with the change. France also announced it is ending the sale of new petrol and diesel cars by 2040. At the city level, Paris, Madrid, Mexico City, and Athens have all announced plans to ban diesel vehicles from their city centers by 2025.
Self-driving buses go on trial in Finland. Finland is testing driverless electric buses in the country's capital. 2 driverless EZ10 minibuses with obstacle detection technology are being tested on public roads in Helsinki, alongside other vehicles and pedestrians. The minibuses can hold up to 12 passengers each and can reach a top speed of 40 kilometers per hour, but travel at an average speed of 10 kilometers per hour. Officials say the buses could be used in the future to connect existing public transportation systems. Finland is a world leader in trials of automated transport, partly because Finnish law doesn't require vehicles on the road to have a driver. Helsinki is testing the buses as part of an ambitious plan to make car ownership unnecessary by 2025 by providing a point-to-point mobility on-demand system. The trial began on August 18th and runs for a month.
Malaysia debuts first electric car-sharing program. Malaysia's first electric vehicle car-sharing initiative will begin in August in Klang Valley, an area that includes the capital Kuala Lumpur and its suburbs. Cars in the program will include, among others, the Renault Zoe and the Renault Twizy. The first phase of the program expects the placement of 30 to 40 electric vehicles in selected hotspots in the Klang Valley. The plan also includes EV charging providers, EV fleet operators, parking management operators, and telecommunications network operators. Once the Klang Valley plan is fully operational, another 20 to 30 electric cars will be made available in the Langkawi Islands. After the second phase, more cars will be introduced in Malacca, Johor Bahru and Penang. By 2020, 3,500 electric cars will be available for sharing across the whole Malaysian peninsula. The program is aimed to reduce traffic congestion as well as lowering fuel consumption and carbon dioxide emissions.
New quiet car rules aim to prevent injuries. Electric vehicles and hybrids must give off an alert sound at low speeds under new quiet car regulations finalized by the U.S. government on Monday. New U.S. federal rules require quiet cars to emit alert sounds at speeds of up to around 19 miles per hour.
Electric vehicles and hybrids must be fitted with external speakers that will help alert pedestrians, cyclists, and the blind to their presence. The alert sounds are not required at higher speeds because other factors, such as tire noise and wind noise, are sufficient warnings. According to the government, hybrid vehicles are 19% more likely to be involved in a pedestrian crash than gas-powered vehicles. It's estimated that by 2020, the new rules could prevent 2,400 injuries a year. All new hybrid and electric vehicles must be designed in compliance with the rules by September 2019, but the government has not specified what the alerts must sound like.
Modular electric car goes off-road in Africa. Designers in Germany have unveiled an electric car custom designed for rugged African terrain. The A-Car is an all-wheel drive electric car with seating for two. The vehicle can be charged in 7 hours from a regular household wall socket. The A-Car has a range of 80 kilometers and a top speed of 60 kilometers per hour. Solar panels on the roof can collect energy throughout the day to keep the car running. The car is designed for multiple functions, such as transporting cargo or to help provide medical care in remote areas. The first prototype was tested on roads in Ghana in July. The team will present their new prototype at the International Motor Show in Frankfurt in September.
Israel is going electric. Israeli transit service Dan Bus Company is set to invest over $2.2 million in technology that turns regular roads into an electric power source. Electric buses in Tel Aviv currently need to be charged via cable at departure stations, but this could soon be unnecessary. Electroroad has developed technology that powers vehicles from the road while driving, using conduction coils to wirelessly charge them through magnetic induction. With this innovation, there is no need for batteries or cable charging. It also boasts zero emissions, high efficiency, and low cost. The startup will be focusing on public transportation and will begin with laying larger coils underneath designated lanes to power the buses traversing the road daily. Eventually, Electroroad says it may even be possible to share energy between vehicles.
U.S. designates electric vehicle charging corridors. Taking your electric car out further than work or a nearby shopping mall is about to get a lot easier, thanks to a new initiative launched by the Obama administration. The U.S. federal government plans to establish 48 electric vehicle charging corridors across the country to encourage the adoption of electric vehicles. The 48 corridors will be designated by the Department of Transportation. They will cover nearly 25,000 miles, crossing 35 states and the District of Columbia. The plans call for either an existing or a planned charging station within every 50 miles along these corridors. New signs approved by the Federal Highway Administration will help drivers identify and locate these charging stations. The signage and placement of charging stations at 50-mile intervals will help overcome what analysts call range anxiety, one of the main barriers to using electric vehicles for longer trips. Electric cars such as the Volkswagen e-Golf, Chevrolet Spark, and BMW's i3 can travel only 80 miles on a single charge. Among the 48 vehicle charging corridors are Interstate 5 from San Diego to the Canadian border, Interstates 10, 20, 30, 35, and 45 in Texas, and Interstate 80 from Nebraska to New York City.
South Korea rolled out the world's first network of roads that power electric vehicles as they drive. The power is wirelessly delivered by cables below the road's surface, via a technology called shaped magnetic field in resonance. The bus is equipped with a small battery, which is about 1/3 of the size of a battery in a conventional electric vehicle. A pickup coil underneath the bus receives the frequency from the cables, producing AC electricity. It is transmitted via a regulator and power distribution unit into the battery, which then drives the motor. The network is currently 24 kilometers long. 10 more buses will be added to the existing 2 in the network by 2015.
World's first electrified road for charging moving vehicles. Okay, that's pretty cool. The world's first electrified road that recharges batteries of moving vehicles driving on it has opened in Sweden. Around 2 kilometers of electric rail has been embedded in a public road close to Stockholm. The system transfers electricity from the installed underground rail to the vehicle above through a flexible arm that connects to the charging vehicle. The electrified road is split up into 50-meter sections. Individual sections are only powered when a car or truck is overhead. When the vehicle drives off the rails, the system calculates the energy consumption and debits the driver. At a cost of around €1 million per kilometer, the cost to electrify roads is 50 times lower than required to build a city tram line.